Hey everybody, just real quick, I wanted to say that I just recently saw a video of people marching in Australia, and it's a video about them marching against the people are fed up, which is good to see. The only thing I wanted to share with you guys is remember the NWO, which stands for New World Order. Their whole thing is to create the chaos, and then they come as the ones with the order to clean up the chaos. So they want conflict. They're trying to get people to fight with each other. And I think also, even if you go back in history, the whole rioting thing, like, it doesn't really work. It hasn't really worked. The whole violence thing, trying to take things back with force, it may work temporarily, but the thing about it is, because you guys used essentially a forceful, I'm just going to say it, more of an evil, less loving way to go about changing things, it leaves open that evilness to come back in and, take back control, which, from my perspective is what's continued to go on in all these different societies and governments. I mean, they're all under the same evil, money, money-driven profiteering system that, in my opinion, is evil. So, just be careful. Like, it's good to see people coming together and wanting to march for the right thing and standing up against the system and all that. But just realize that I think that's part of what they want you to do. And I also think that they're going to use that as a way to continue to escalate tensions until it's going to get to a point to where they're going to have to bring in martial law. And it'll be done in a way that it looks like they're doing the good thing to help keep other people safe. So be careful with the marches, be careful with the riots, be careful with, trying to storm Capitol buildings and things of this nature. I think, again, that's what the devil wants. You can't fight fire with fire. That's what a demon's going to want you to do, is try to fight him. Because then if you try to fight him, if you step into his lane, then it's on for him. And he can fucking go at you with that much more allowance, because you have allowed yourself into his lane. So I would encourage you guys to come together, but to do it in ways that are, a little bit more creative, and good for everybody, like growing food, getting together with the hemp, trying to develop ways outside of these systems to help with mental disorders. Because one thing that I'm really beginning to appreciate was how much better I felt about myself and everything when I just spent 5 days out in the woods on my own with Little Bear. It's hard to explain, but it's literally something that purifies your mind and your body and your soul. I mean, there's no other way to say it than that. It literally takes out all that shit that you've been doing and around. And as long as you're out there doing, walking around and interacting with nature, you're not out there doing foul stuff, then you're going to pick up on all that goodness. And nature's also going to help you recycle that which needs recycling. So again, man, there's really simple solutions to a lot of these problems, but the problem is people's perceptions are still stuck in this 3D way of brute force versus brute force, and having to work a job and going after this money, and paying attention to the medical system, and not realizing that healing is much more simple than we've been told. And the human body is actually really good at healing if it's given the right stuff. And the right stuff isn't medications, isn't therapies, isn't shrinks, isn't all these things. It's actually just simple, natural. You can learn a lot just from watching the forest and how things move about in the forest. Just sitting there meditating, changing your diet up, doing simple things like picking up garbage. These are higher vibrational activities, and things that we can consume or absorb and be about, that are really going to help us heal, be an example for the rest of the world, and also take away the power that the New World Order is trying to harness for themselves by creating chaos. So anyways, I love you all. Hope you have a good day. All right, bye.